Hey guys, we are talking about a luxury beauty product today. Now Givenchy came out with new blush product. Now, these are called the Prism Blush Powder Blush Duo Highlight Structure and Color, not to be confused with Le Prism Blush Powders. Givenchy does have like a product with almost the same name, but they are different. Let me just show you. These have like they appear very similar to the La Prism blush powders, but there are only two colors here, but the Prism blush powders have four different colors of the same color scheme kind of a thing, but these have only two colors. So these retail for $46 and I bought mine at Sephora. You can find them at Neiman Marcus as well, and Givenchy has its own website for beauty, and you can also find them at Saks. So but Sephora is the most widely available retail store, so that's more accessible and also easy for returns, and also service is also really good. So yeah, this is the box that it comes in. It just says Givenchy and then has the logo printed here, and then Prism Blush and Powder Blush Duo Highlight, Structure and Color. Now you do have like the list of ingredients in the box, and these are made in Italy, and like I said, these retail for $46, and the amount of product you get here is 6.5 grams. That's 0.22 ounces. Now let me just show you the actual packaging. Now there are 5 shades in total. I picked up 3 of them, the shades that I thought that might complement my skin tone. Now let me just show you the packaging. This is the actual packaging. It's pretty compact. I like it. Then it has like the Givenchy logo. It's not printed, it's like embossed, like a metal embossing. So yeah, that's nice. And then at the back it has the amount of product you get and the shade name, and yeah, and it says that the shelf life for this is 12 months once you start using it. Okay, let's see the shades that I bought. Now it's not magnetic. The closure is not magnetic. It comes with, do you see how it closed like a click? And so it does have like come with a tiny button, the silver button. You know, to push it and then it opens up. Now it does come with a tiny brush. There's like a area to place a brush. So this is like an angled blush brush. It's not too stiff, it's not too fluffy. So yeah, and also it comes with this small instruction card kind of a thing as to how they suggest that you can use these. Like they have like 4 methods to use these. So let me just show it to you. The first method is where is it? Candid. The first method is candid, where you pick up the product on the lighter side, that is the highlight side, and then you use it on your cheeks. And then the bold method, where is it? Yeah, the bold method is like you use the product on the darker side, darker meaning the colorful side, on this side, and then use it on your cheeks. And then the next one is harmonious. Harmonious is just you just swirl your brush in completely all together and then use it on your cheeks. And then the fourth method is structure, where you use this highlight side as a highlighter on top of your cheekbones, on the high points of the cheek, and then you use the colorful side, that's a blush toned side, as an actual blush. So that's how I've used these products today, as a highlight and blush. As you can see, the highlight is not too shimmery, but I have to say they do have like nano shimmery particles, but they're not shimmery at all. As you can see, it gives you a actually it looks like a matte highlight. But anyways, let's get into the swatches. Now let's do this first. This is called Spirit. Spirit is like a beautiful orangey mandarin color. It's so pretty, guys. This is completely matte. The blush side is completely matte, whereas the highlight side it looks kind of, it's not straight up white as you see in the camera, but it looks very it has like a peachy, mild peachy tone to it. So yeah, those are the shades that you find in the Spirit duo. Then let's look at the Spice duo. It does come with a mirror. It's nice. The Spice duo actually is like a hot pink coral color. It's very pretty. The dark side is a coral color. The light side is actually a baby pink coral color. This is like a neon coral color, and this is like a baby pink coral color. And and in this duo, both the highlight side and the blush side have nano shimmery particles, unlike the earlier duo where the blush was completely matte and the highlight had like shimmery particles. So yeah, that is Spice. Let's take a look at the final one. Now this is Passion. Passion is red. This is red, and this is like a melon color, like a very yellowy, peachy color. And in this duo, both the blush and the highlighter have like nano shimmery particles in them. That is the red shade. That is that yellowy, like peachy melon shade. So I hope you can see just right next to it, this has more pink tones, and this is just like more of an off-white, and this has more yellow tones to it. So yeah, so those are the swatches, guys. Now product, let's look at the actual product and the performance of the product. Now these are very, very finely milled. As you can see, it looks like, gives you a beautiful airbrushed finish, guys. These, to the touch, they are buttery and very, very smooth. They are not scratchy, but these brushes are actually scratchy. Literally, they, as you apply the product onto your face using this brush, it actually scratches your face and makes it makes the whole process of applying the blush very uncomfortable. So I have to tell you guys that the brush is not good at all. All three brushes are not good. So yeah, just application wise, actually, as I said, these have the highlight side of these duos have like very nano particles, but on application to the skin, they just aren't present. They just disappear. I'm not sure what happens to them, but you don't see it on the skin. But these highlighters, although they are like matte and they are very, very light, they do not give you an ashy look at all on my skin tone. They just lift your face a tiny bit and make it look a tiny bit highlighted, but it does not look ashy at all. I never expected, to be honest. When I applied it, it just blended beautifully. And it actually, if you ask me, both the highlighter and the blush, the formulation is actually very, very good, because they actually form like a beautiful second skin on your cheeks, and they create this, when I say second skin, it's not like cakey at all. It like creates a beautiful veil where it just gives you a beautiful airbrushed finish, guys. Actually, the look is really, really pretty. I never thought I would like a matte looking highlight on top of the cheekbones and the high points of the cheek, but it looks like a beautiful, like I was using a different actual like shimmery highlighter, so above the eyes it's like shimmery, but after below the eyes it's all completely matte, my face. So actually I really, really like the look. It like blurs your imperfections. I feel it does not accentuate any fine lines, any texture. It just makes your skin beautiful. And these this mandarin color and the coral color, they are actually on my skin tone, they do not show up right away. I did have to build it up, but when you build it up, it builds up beautifully. It doesn't like cake, or it doesn't like skip the, in fact I do not wear foundation, so this blushed look that you see is on actually bare skin. Bare skin meaning moisturizer, sunscreen and a little bit of just powder, and on top of this and on top of the powder, so it's almost bare skin on top of the powder, so without any actual base like a makeup base, these go on without skipping. It doesn't like appear streaky. It goes on beautifully and it blends beautifully, and the staying power is really really good, guys. I know on this side this mandarin shade does not appear, but like very like a beautiful peachy mandarin way, but in person it looks really really good. And as you can see on this side, believe it or not, it looks like I'm using the red blush, but this is the beautiful pinky coral blush, and I feel I had to build it up like 3 times, maybe 3 layers, 3 to 4 layers. You definitely have to build up these two if you have a deeper skin tone, both the mandarin shade and the coral shade. You have to build it up, but when you build it up it stays well, and I feel it kind of tiny bit deepens on my skin tone. I don't know, when it touched my skin initially it did not look very deep, but now that I see, it's like it's been like maybe 4 hours since I applied these blushes, and it's kind of, it looks really deep, and it looks like I'm wearing a red blush. And the red color blush is absolutely fantastic. You do not need to build them up at all on my skin tone. It goes on really really well. So all in all, I love the finish, guys. It creates a beautiful look. It blurs all your imperfections. I feel it literally creates a airbrushed veil on your skin. So yeah, I love the formulation. I have to say that now the dewy and shimmery and shiny look is actually very in. So so I'm bringing in like a brand new product with like almost a matte airbrushed highlight. I don't know whether it would like really click, but anyways, it's just my personal opinion. But whatever be the case, these are very very good products. But very important thing, these are heavily fragranced. These smell like roses, and when I was playing with these products after swatching and everything, when I removed the swatch from my hands, I still could smell the rose fragrance in them on my arm. So these are heavily fragranced, but on my face I can't smell anything, so I don't know why they actually fragrance the product, because I don't smell anything once I apply it or apply it. But so it's just like, I don't know for what's the reason behind this, but these are very very heavily fragranced. So what else? And pros, the quality is really really good, finely milled, and staying power is really good, and it builds up. Even all these pastel blush tones really look like don't look ashy at all. They might have like a white base to them. I'm not sure, I don't know about ingredients or anything, but on my skin tone it does not look ashy. You can build them up as much as you want, and it does not like skip. It doesn't apply streaky. And in fact, I applied these with the scratchy brushes. So even in spite of the scratchy brushes, they went on really really well. And yeah, the lasting power is good, and they give you this beautiful matte airbrushed finish. It just looks like you've just what's that? You airbrushed a photograph. That's how it looks. It's really really pretty. I like it. But the only downside is these retail for $46, so as I assume the brush also is included in this in this high cost. So for such a high cost, you get such like a low quality scratchy brush, which I'm not at all okay with. So I don't know what to say, because the product is fantastic. The color selection is also really really good. There is like a very hot pink, which I did not buy. Now as I'm filming the video, all of the blushes are in stock, I think. Yeah, from what I checked, all of them are in stock. So I think I really wish I could have picked up that hot pink, but because that was really really intense when I saw the pictures. So yeah, I think the product is fantastic, guys. It really works well even on deeper skin tone. At least these 3 shades that I picked up work beautifully on deeper skin tones. But the only downside for me is the brush, which is part and parcel of this very highly priced product, is very very bad. It's not good at all. And besides that, just the scent, it's too heavily fragranced, and I personally, I'm not sure. Anyways, I think we've come to the end of this video. What else? I think we've touched upon all the important points: the price, the quantity of the product you get, where you get it, and the performance and the packaging, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys found this video useful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.